With a tailwind, a plane travels 300 kilometers in 1 hour. With no change in the wind, the return trip takes 1.5 hours. Find the speed of the wind. Okay, so we have with wind and we have against. We're going to have rate, time, and distance. So with the wind, I've got the airspeed plus the wind speed, and against the wind, I have the airspeed of the plane minus the wind speed. We know that we traveled 300 kilometers in 1 hour with the tailwind. So in 1 hour, 300 kilometers against the wind. So with no change in the wind, we're going against the wind. The return trip takes 1.5 hours. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I have rate times time is distance. So I have 1 times a plus w equals 300. Right, we don't really need the 1, but I guess I can do that. 1. And then I have 1.5 times a minus w is 300. Make our lives easier. Let's divide both sides by 1. So this becomes a plus w equals 300. Let's divide both of these by 1.5. So this becomes 200. So I have a minus w equals 200. Now I can add or subtract. I think I'm going to go ahead and add, which would eliminate the w's. Positive w and negative w goes away. I have 2a is 500. My airspeed is 250. And I know that the airspeed plus the wind speed is 300, so that means the wind speed has to be 50. Now, what did the question ask? It said find the speed of the wind. So the wind is 50, and we were in kilometers and hours. 50 kilometers per hour. There's our wind speed. Okay. All right, we have another one here with rate and time, I believe. Donna took 3 hours to row 18 kilometers upstream. Her return trip downstream took 1 hour less. Okay, find her rate of rowing in still water and the rate of the current. So we're going to go upstream, downstream. So upstream, we've got, let's call it the rate minus the current, right? Upstream is against the current. Downstream, rate plus the current, we're going faster. Our upstream took 3 hours. Right, we have time, rate. And her return trip took 1 hour less, so that means it's 2 hours. Okay, and our distance was 18 kilometers. All right, so we have 3 times r minus c is 18. 2 r plus c equals 18. All right, let's divide both sides by 3, and we get r minus c is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 2, r plus c is equal to 9. Very similar to the problem above at this point. Let's go ahead and add. This negative c, positive c is eliminated. We have 2r is equal to 15. So r, which is the rate of the rowing, right, is 7.5, and we have kilometers and hours. So that's the rate in still water. And the rate of the current, we know that 7.5 minus the current is 6, so the current has to be 1.5 kilometers per hour.